If your marriage unfortunately ends in divorce, did you choose the kind of mate that would mourn that divorce, or would they celebrate it? All right, so to the app that is the record of American culture, TikTok. And this app starts out with the caption, ex-husband to me, are you ready for me, or are you really divorcing me? And her reply, me, I've been planning my divorce party for months. This has music in it, so I'll let you see some of it, but I'll let you hear part of it. Bust it, bust it. Yeah, this is the way she's celebrating the divorce, apparently. Bust it, bust it. So there's the divorce sign. And then here is where, right here, I want to stop here because I want to show you this. Now, I don't know the grounds of her getting the separation. I don't know what they are, but I do know that this is to me, it looks like an appeal for attention. I want attention. I want a new replacement guy. I don't know, but this screams I want attention, and this is what prompted me to talk about this. Is we're living in a new age now, and you can keep watching it. I'll turn the music off so you can keep watching it again. We're living in an age now where you have to actually calculate that your significant other is actually planning not just to leave, but they might be planning a divorce party so that they can get the attention that might actually help them land their next mate, so they think. So this calculation that my mate might actually not only be planning the divorce, but planning a way of using the divorce to get more attention, that is something that's never really been in our calculus as, people trying to rear families. Now, there's a second one here, and I want to, the music is actually a bit more important. This is the same lady here. And I want to actually let you listen to the music because it's really interesting, the song that she chose. And dance like a stripper. So I can't play all of it, but I'm going to let it cycle through. And she says, I'm celebrating my divorce. Myself, I spent years crying depressed. The club and dance like a stripper. I celebrate it for me. So if the song, if you couldn't hear it, it says, I'm going to hit the club and dance like a stripper. So I'm going to hit the club and dance like a stripper. Now, I'm not sure, I don't know, I can't really see the empowering nature in wanting to hit the club and dance like a stripper as a way of celebrating divorce, but it is real. This is real, that not only are you considering, you have to consider, is everything going okay or not, but you have to consider, is there a plan to have a divorce party? And it's this calculus that I got to be honest with you. I don't think that a lot of people were really ready for. I don't think a lot of young men are really ready for the kind of things that they're going to have to consider in marriage these days. And so for young guys out there thinking about, you have to really, it's just, the calculus has just changed in a way that it's just really difficult to wrap your head around it. But anyways, I actually want to go to a more important point here, and that is, if I can get it, is that it? No, that's this here. This is a Statistica talking about the number of children in single divorce parent, living with single divorced parents in 2021. Okay, and so if I mouse over it, you can see the numbers, but I'm actually going to display the numbers here so you can see them as I go. So from under one, which basically means the mom was pregnant when the divorce was underway. Like, if divorce takes, I don't know, on average 6 months, you're talking about it's some kind of way of circumstances that the baby was born or about to be born when the divorce procedure started, or as soon as the baby was born, the divorce procedure started, in order for the children to be under 1 year old and be divorced from, yeah. So you already have 50,000 of those, right? Or 48,000, right? You can see that here. You can see that here in the upper hand corner. And then you go to 1 to 2 years old, and you're already up to almost 200,000. And if you put all the kids together from under 2 years old in America, you're looking at already 242,000 children under 2 years old that are living in divorced homes with one parent. So that, that's a lot of kids. A lot of kids that will never even, and that's starting from now. They will never understand what it looks like to be in a two-parent home with their birth mother and father. And this is not even considering the kids that are born outside of wedlock. These are children born in wedlock with mom and dad, and before they're 2 years old, 242,000 of them are living in a divorced home. And then when you move up to 3 to 5 years old, you get another, almost 500,000, right? And so under 5 years old, you're at pushing 743,000 children in America growing up in a divorced home. And then you go to the 6 to 8, which is basically you're just getting your foot into elementary school. And so you have kids that are basically almost getting used to elementary school, first, second grade. And 1.5 million, almost 1.6 million of those kids are growing up in homes either that age or younger, where they will never know what it's like to be with mom and dad all the way through their adolescence. And then you get to 9 to 11, which is basically almost finished with elementary school, and you get another 1.5, or you get another 850,000, right? No, you get another 1.1 million, right? And so from 11 years old down, you're at 2.7 million children not growing up with their birth mother and birth father in the same house married. And then 12 to 14, you add another 1,357,000 on top of that, and you're looking at a running total of over 4 million children under the age of 14 years old not growing up with their parents and mother and father who were once married, who are now not married. And then you get to the coup de grace, which is teenagers, which, you see, that's just such a large amount and we don't know when those parents married, when they divorced, but they divorced before they finished high school. And so you get, 1.7 million almost there, so 1.7 million there, and you get a running total of 5,779,000 kids who did not finish high school when their parents were once married and they did not get a divorce before they finished high school. That's almost 6 million children who will never know what it's like to be born, grow up with mom and dad all the way until they graduate high school. 6 million kids. So when I see videos like this, like videos like these kinds of videos, like there are all of these children that I spoke of in the last, I'll put it back up so you can see it. Like all of the children here, right? These children are growing up seeing divorce parties. They're growing up seeing their parents celebrate divorce. And imagine, I can't even do the math in my head what it's like to go to a party where one of my parents is celebrating divorcing my other parent. On top of all the things that are going to come after that, one parent is probably going to have financial issues because they're probably paying money to the other parent. You're going to be dealing with step parents and people that are dating your other parent. And on top of all of that, you have to watch your mother or father celebrate the divorce. That's calculus that I don't think I've ever really thought about before. I don't know if that is something I've never really put in the calculus. And so that is something that young men really need to think about, is when you're looking at that spouse, that mate that you're about to start a family with, is this the type of person that would not only get a divorce from me, but would they celebrate it and throw it on social media? Because if you hashtag that on social media, you get a lot of divorce parties, a lot. People celebrating divorce, trying to go viral because they want social media clout, separating their families. So with that, guys, if you guys out there that are considering getting married, really do your due diligence and really think about, is this the type of person that would celebrate the end of our family together? Because I see it on three different levels. There's the level where maybe one person is in a dangerous relationship or they're really unhappy or unhealthy, and a divorce is going to save their life or save their emotional well-being. And in those cases, hey, it is what it is. Then there's the second level where it's, we're not getting along, things aren't right, and it would better if we could find a way to stay together, but we can't. So please just give us our time and our privacy so we can find a way to kind of, you know, make it amicable and do what's best for everyone involved and keep it private. But now we have this new level where it's, hey everyone, look, I'm getting a divorce. Let's celebrate. Let's make a big deal of it. Let's party and let's see if we can squeeze some clout out of it, and maybe I can attract a new suitor in the midst of my divorce. And that's calculus that we've never really had to think about before, but now we do. So for you young guys, do your due diligence and make sure that you think about, you got a lot of things to think about before you get married, especially in America these days. With that, guys, I want to say thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, subscribe. And if you like what you see, please comment and give me your opinions. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.